Eleanor James had always loved her morning showers. At 68, they were more than just routine. They were sacred. Steam rising, the hiss of the water, the scent of lavender soap, it was the part of the day that brought her clarity, peace, and a brief escape from the quiet loneliness that sometimes settled over her suburban home. She'd never questioned her shower habits. Why would she? She'd been showering the same way since she was 20, but everything changed one Monday morning in late spring. The day began normally. She stretched, shuffled into the bathroom, and turned on the hot water like she always did, letting it run until the tiles fogged. Then she stepped into the shower as she had for decades. But halfway through shampooing, something strange happened. The room spun. Her right arm went numb. Her heart pounded wildly as a wave of nausea hit her. Gripping the soap dish for balance, Eleanor slumped against the wall, the water pounding down on her like rain on a tin roof. She sat on the floor of the shower for several minutes, breathing deeply, waiting for the feeling to pass. It did, but not completely. Her limbs trembled. Her vision blurred at the edges. And when she finally got out, dried off, and dressed herself, she knew something was wrong. She drove herself to the urgent care clinic, a risky move in hindsight, and after a battery of tests and nervous waiting, the doctor delivered a sobering verdict. A transient ischemic attack, or TIA, a mini-stroke. Eleanor blinked. A stroke? From a shower? The doctor, a young neurologist named Dr. Patel, nodded solemnly. It wasn't caused by the shower itself, but certain habits in and around your shower routine likely triggered it. That night, Eleanor couldn't sleep. She kept replaying the doctor's words in her head. The water too hot, the room too steamy, getting up too fast, dehydrated, no food in her system. It had all stacked up like a dangerous equation and nearly cost her everything. Over the next few days, Eleanor did something she hadn't done in years. She changed her habits, and she dove deep into understanding what went wrong. The first thing she learned was about temperature shock. Habit 1, showering with water that's too hot. She remembered how good it used to feel, that almost scalding spray on her back. But Dr. Patel explained that very hot showers cause blood vessels to dilate rapidly, then constrict suddenly when you step out into cooler air. This kind of fluctuation can cause a spike or drop in blood pressure, dangerous for older adults or anyone with a history of heart disease. Eleanor realized she'd been doing this for years without knowing the risk. From then on, she dialed back the heat. Her showers were warm, not hot, refreshing, not overwhelming. The second danger was more subtle. Habit 2, standing too long without moving. She always stood still in the shower, eyes closed, letting the water run over her. But she now knew that long periods of standing motionless, especially in warm, humid conditions, could lead to pooling of blood in the legs, lowering blood pressure, and increasing the risk of fainting or dizzy spells. So she started moving, lifting her feet slightly, shifting her weight, keeping her circulation going. Then there was her pre-shower routine. Habit 3, showering on an empty stomach. Eleanor used to wake up, skip breakfast, and head straight for the shower. But after her TIA, she learned that low blood sugar, especially first thing in the morning, could make the brain more vulnerable to reduced blood flow, increasing stroke risk. From then on, she made sure to eat something light before showering. A banana, a slice of toast, even just a few almonds. It became part of her ritual, small, grounding, and protective. The fourth habit was something she'd never even thought of. Habit 4, not ventilating the bathroom. Eleanor used to keep the bathroom door closed and the fan off, loving how the steam filled the space. But the combination of high humidity, heat, and low oxygen can actually contribute to dizziness and poor circulation. Worse, the sudden pressure changes could trigger a vascular event in vulnerable individuals. Now she opened the window a crack. She turned the fan on. She traded steamy haze for fresh air, and her body thanked her. The fifth habit was about timing. Habit 5, showering immediately after waking up. Dr. Patel had warned her, when you first wake up, your blood pressure and heart rate are still regulating themselves. Jumping straight into a shower, especially a warm one, can overwhelm the system. So Eleanor changed her schedule. She started her day slowly, stretching in bed, sipping a glass of water, sitting by the window with her tea. Only after 30 minutes would she head to the shower. She felt more alert, more grounded, more stable. The final habit was the one she fought the hardest. Habit 6. Not staying hydrated. Eleanor had never liked drinking water. She preferred coffee, strong, black, and piping hot. But dehydration thickens the blood, slows circulation, and increases the risk of clotting, especially after a hot shower when fluids are lost through sweat and steam. Now, she kept a water bottle by her bed. She drank a full glass before showering and another afterward. Her skin looked better. Her headaches stopped. Her body felt lighter, steadier. A month after her TIA, Eleanor stood in front of the mirror, brushing her hair. She looked the same, silver curls, bright eyes, a few more wrinkles than she liked. But inside, she felt transformed. Her morning ritual had evolved. It wasn't just a shower anymore. It was a ceremony of care, of safety, of vigilance. She still missed the long, hot, steamy sessions. She missed the way it used to feel like her own little spa. But what she didn't miss was the fear, the faintness, the feeling of her body betraying her. She told her sister. She told her bridge group. She even wrote a letter to the local senior center suggesting they run a workshop on safe shower habits. Because if it had happened to her, it could happen to anyone. The small changes saved her. Warm water instead of hot. Food in her belly. Fresh air in the bathroom. A slower start to the morning. Hydration. Movement. Simple things, really, but when strung together, they formed a lifeline. Now, when Eleanor steps into the shower each morning, it's not just about getting clean. It's about honoring the body that had carried her this far. It's about not taking a single beat of her heart for granted. She knows better now. Before you shower again, she'd say, pause, breathe, take care. Because sometimes the most ordinary habits can have extraordinary consequences, and the smallest adjustments can keep you alive.